Well, the demolition drive by the government undertaken by the civic body BBMP is on in full swing. So we are right now reporting from Bagmane Tech Park, now one of the biggest IT tech parks that's come under the scanner of the BBMP, where we see that the civic body, that is the stormwater drain officials, now have come here inside the premises of the Bagmane Tech Park. They have marked at least about 2.4 meters. Now that is what they allege that it's an encroachment. According to the stormwater drain officials, they say Bagmane has encroached on a stormwater drain. In fact, the place that we are standing and reporting from is also a stormwater drain. Now, to give you a wider view just about from that particular point that we reported from and to this point. So, just onto my left side is your Garudacharya Lake, and that's the inlet. And what you see right now here, just right here onto my right, is the Mahadevpura Lake. Now that's the outlet. One of the primary reasons that we went on to see Mahadevpura Lake, especially Mahadevpura zone, flooding and several of the people in fact reeling under severe floods. So to explain to us this particular encroachment as alleged by the stormwater drain officials, joining us here is the General Manager of Bagmane Tech Park, Mr. Chakravarti. Chakravarti, my first question to you is, the officials have come in here. Inside your premises, I see there is a marking.
Yeah.
Why is there a marking?
Yeah. So if you see the marking, it's clearly on the our neighbor's compound wall. So what you are seeing either side, one is private property, Purvankara Park Ridge. That's a residential villa project, and other side is the lake. So both the marking is done on the our one side lake compound wall, and other side is the Purvankara compound wall.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So you're telling me is the marking is on the compound wall of the Purvankara, which is a private property. On this part of the marking is your lake. In between of that, what is in between of that?
In between, we have made a 2.4 meter box drain, and we have covered with the slabs. This precast slab has been covered with the drain.
So you do understand that, when you say there is a stormwater drain, a Raj Kaluwe, they cannot be allowed any kind of sort of construction. It's going to be illegal. You cannot cover a stormwater drain. But I see, and even you agree, you see that Bagmane has covered with slabs, the stormwater drain.
Correct. Yeah.
I mean, isn't that an encroachment itself?
No, see, there is a provision for covering the slabs, and drain is there. 2.4 meter wide drain is there, and now since it is defunct, it is not working now because technically there are some technical reasons for that, wherein the other side lake level has been raised, and we started getting backflow from the lake, and then flooding our area, and also major part of the water has gone into the residential place, flooding there.
From which lake are you talking? Is this a Mahadevpura lake?
Yes.
You mean there was flooding inside your compound?
Yes. It is flowing back.
It's flowing back.
Yes.
So it's flowing through your compound, and then it's also overflowing, especially in flooding in the Purvankara Park, the villa.
Yes. And then Purvankara started puncturing their compound wall and pumping the water to our campus, once again flooding our campus.
So what did you all do for that, to ensure that you all stopped the flooding in your compound? What did you all do for that?
Yeah, see, this all started when we experienced this flooding in our campus.
When was that?
A month back, when Purvankara started pumping into our campus and it started flooding. Then we complained to the officials that they have, till now we have not complained, but then when they started pumping the water into our campus, then we went to the BBMP and complained that they are the encroachers. They encroached the balance part of the. We have a 400 meters connection between upper lake Garudacharya and the lower lake Mahadevpura.
I want to understand this. When did you cover the stormwater drain with the slabs? When was that?
Once we started getting the backflow from the lake.
When was that? When you say when?
Backflow happened some 3 years back. There's a lake redevelopment has happened, which may be a good cause, but then they were not.
So to avoid flooding in your compound, you all ensured that you all encroached or covered the stormwater drain with slabs. Who gave you that permission?
It's not a permission. See, now backflow I have to prevent. Backflow from the lake and flooding of my campus has to be prevented. That's the reason we covered the slabs.
Okay, do any of the officials know about what you all have done?
We have complained to the officials several times that the lake level has been raised and there is a backflow to our campus. Please take action.
Okay, so what do you have to talk about, when people like y'all, especially responsible, where y'all should have been more responsible, when y'all are covering the stormwater drain with slabs, do you understand that is one of the primary reasons and factors that led to flooding in the city?
See, if working Rajkalve, definitely yes, what you're saying is right. But then this is a different case. When lake levels have been raised and there is a reverse flow, then I am forced to protect my property. And also, I have not done anything. There is already a drain. So you, by your acceptance that there is a drain and I have put the cover slab, means that I have a drain here. So drain is there. I have covered the slabs because I am preventing the flooding of my campus and also flooding towards the neighbors.
Now, according to the BBMP, they say that they have marked. They've done the marking.
Yeah.
It is also a way to tell you, a communication to tell you that they're going to demolish and open this stormwater drain. And are you all okay with it? What will happen next then?
It's perfectly okay. We are very happy.
How are you okay now? Because you said
Exactly.
the primary reason you covered with
Yes.
slabs is because it led to flooding. Now you're telling me that, okay, we don't have a problem. So what happens? What are you going to do next?
No. See, we have assurance from all the authorities, including BBMP Commissioner, that they're reworking on the levels from Gadachapalli Lake to Madhavapura Lake. If that is done, then it will be perfect flow. We don't have any issue. We'll go back to the original and we'll open drain. And we are happy that nobody is under trouble here.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Chakravarti, for speaking to NDTV. Of course, going on to tell us the general manager accepting the fact, yes, Bagmane has encroached on the stormwater drain. That is only to avoid flooding in their campus. But he also agrees to the fact that one of the primary reasons that led to flooding in Mahadevpura zone last week in Bengaluru is also this, which means they have closed the stormwater drains with the slabs. In Bengaluru with Kumar, Shrija for NDTV.